and just do one line at a time. And I've got my finger on the advanced key, the greater than key, and all I'm doing is advancing and barely moving my other hand to get the animation for that one piece. And this is why I say I usually do and he's settling and he's settling and now he's settled. So I can finish this foot and copy paste it. But now the other foot's getting ready to move. So right here he's starting to lift. So let's get that same line on that one. So for me to do this for a scene, and most of these scenes are right around 450 frames, and we're doing it on the twos, so that's 225 drawings. For me to draw and paint 225 drawings is taking me roughly one work week. Not sure how many hours are in that work week, but it's usually running about a week to get that done. And it's settling. So if I do that drawing here, that one's moving. Whoops. Keeping this line on the outside. That's why you can see these coming and going, because I was only drawing the ones that were in action, because the other ones are copy paste. You draw them. Usually you can get through an entire step cycle going toward the camera without getting enough distortion in the line width to become an issue. Okay, so see how that popped up? So I know that that one's getting ready to settle and you are getting ready to move. So this is the highlight. I'm not drawing the whole nose of the shoe. I'm just doing the highlight of it because I'm coloring this in the same color on the model. I always come back and check and make sure I'm on the front part of my twos. And there's no way I can see where that is here, but I know it's here. So if I want to turn on the onion skin, I can go back and see it there. So that's, where am I at? Yeah, so I'm here. So that's that one. That's one I don't know where it is. That's the one before it. So guess what, guys? This line is going to be right here. Go back to my high res. That turns off the onion skinning. And then I'm back in business. There shouldn't be a lot of guesswork on where the anatomy of these troopers are. And he's settling here, so I will be switching over to the other foot. Back up one. Again, it's on the outside. Keeping track of where I'm in on my 2s, because you do not want to be one frame off because it makes the entire world bad. So Austin and I made this suit of armor. It took us a couple days. And I am so glad that we did, because this is a huge time saver. I know a lot of people have their opinion on rotoscoping, but as far as production goes, it's you don't have to be a slave to it. I mean, you can use it as the keyframes. They did that in Heavy Metal and a lot of other movies. But tell you what, I would hate to sit here and draw all this out of my head and try to get this 4.5-minute cartoon done in any reasonable time. I've talked to animators that said they've been working on their own 5-minute cartoon for years. And it's just, takes a while. And this particular project is not a project I'm doing for sale. It is a project I'm doing because when I was a kid, Heavy Metal magazine is a art magazine that started in the 80s, I believe, in the United States, based on a French magazine. And it was very exciting for me, being into science fiction, to see something like that. Because it was a lot of action, sexy girls, robots, spacesuits, monsters, a lot of work from Mobius, and it spawned the Heavy Metal cartoon back, I think, again, the very early 80s. And this cartoon here, or this animation, is lifted from Heavy Metal. My goal was to bring it to life. So I got in contact with the people that were involved, and lo and behold, it's a project. We're not doing it for sale. Now it's starting to move, so put a line here, we go back to the fuzzy. Okay, cool. And background off. Let's switch over to, and only use the mini wheel and slide it from here to here, and only do it with this one color. Don't mess with any of the other colors. So you can see our line foot here, and let's go ahead and take a look at him going. And it steps, 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 step, step, step. That's one pass. So these are my keyframes where I'm going to copy. Let's stop that. Stop that. Let's go with shrink that down. Free. This is fun. So we've shot an hour and a half of training video, so we're breaking it down into short segments. Please, of course, like and subscribe if you enjoy some of the things the studio does. We are going to start posting a lot of things that we have archive shot over the years, anywhere from making Halo armor to working on tanks to blacksmithing, all kinds of different things. But primarily we make things, not necessarily animation. So thank you for watching. If you can leave a good comment, that helps me out. Please do so. I appreciate it. This is a learning experience for all of us. I'm just showing some things that we know or some things that we're doing. It's not necessarily the right way or the only way. There is lots of ways to do things. So enjoy. And of course, more to come.